Alrighty, hello everyone. Today we got an Esports Smash, Super Smash Brothers between St. Xavier University and Spring Arbor University. I'm one of your casters. I am Ether, and here I have with me
Lumi. Nice to meet you guys.
Alright, let's take a quick look at the roster, see who's playing who today. As you can see from St. Xavier, we got Freerin, Monkey, Snipes, K, and Timbo. Just a couple of the members representing St. Xavier. And for Spring Arbor University, got a couple of members involving Inferno, Zuther, Cranberry Lucas, Gibbon, and Frosty Puffs. Alright, it looks like we're getting stage bans currently going, figuring out matchups. I believe this first matchup is going to be between Cranberry Lucas on King K. Rool and Monkey on Diddy Kong. Should be a pretty explosive matchup. Diddy Kong's got his banana where he can throw out and trip K. Rool a lot. K. Rool can rely on his projectiles to zone him out a little bit. Should have a little bit better offstage presence against Diddy Kong.
Yeah, very much so. Side B, neutral B is going to be very good too for this matchup.
And Diddy Kong, being a lighter, quicker character, should be able to have the edge on K. Rool in combos, but K. Rool will have the better damage output overall. So it'll be interesting to see how the two characters interact with each other, what we see as an interaction. Looks like we're going to PS2 for our first game. And let's get into it. Alright, as we said, King K. Rool versus Diddy Kong should be a pretty explosive matchup. And right away you can see both of their characters taking out the projectiles. King K. Rool with a nice counter on the monkey foot. King K. Rool in the ledge trap position. Diddy Kong escaping away to pull up another banana.
They were relying heavily on these projectiles.
Diddy with an opening. Gets the classic banana into down air. Thrown off stage by King K. Rool. Monkey foot ledge grab. Diddy Kong seems really intensive on getting these down air spikes going off. See how he intends on capitalizing those in the future. We're at the percent where those down airs are going to start killing. In hand, banana forward smash, not quite enough to kill, and K. Rool is a bit too heavy. Back air to snuff out the cannonball. Ground return. Oh, close to the back air there, monkey foot. Up there, very high percents. K. Rool's going to got options. Banana up smash will take the first stock.
Very intense, like you said before.
K. Rool's looking for a kill option here. Diddy Kong looking to start some combos. Monkey do a great job of running away from K. Rool's strong aerials here and spacing out the cannonball where he can.
Puts him with the crown return.
And that back throw will take the first stock. Diddy Kong's got K. Rool at the ledge. Ooh, misses the forward smash though. Could come back to miss that. Shield getting low from Diddy Kong. Offensive pressure with projectiles. Dash attack up to 51%. Just like that, it's a relatively even game. Oh, down there, snuffed out by the side B. Monkey using a great job spacing out K. Rool here. Banana forward smash. Center stage, not going to kill. Ooh, this one got close. Still, K. Rool's heavy. Moving at 150. Off stage. Let's see what K. Rool does here. The forward air snuff out the jump. Cannonball. Ooh, great attack from Monkey there to prevent getting stage spikes. Ooh, unfortunate miss input there. Went for the crown instead. 100% on Diddy Kong here. Diddy Kong starting a combo. Down tilt and dash attack. Diddy taking a moment to reset, pull out another banana. Aerial, back throw. Another wedge trap situation with banana. Forward smash trying to take away the opposition. Yet another wedge trap situation with Diddy Kong K. Rool here. Back throw. Does get the kill. Down to 1 stocks apiece. K. Rool with a high advantage mode. But, like I said, K. Rool does a lot of percent here. Let's see. Diddy Kong got his banana in hand. That catches the banana. Friends kill at least for now. K. Rool throwing off stage or another wedge trap situation. Goes for the crown instead of the cannonball this time. Good adaptation. Monkey flips to get out of the cannonball. Banana forward smash. A whiff counter will steal game 1. Great display of combo action and banana combos from Diddy Kong here. Able to use monkey flip to get around the projectiles and crown, and did an overall great job of maintaining mobility and getting out of disadvantage pretty easily, which is what you expect from Diddy Kong. But with having up B, be able to shoot horizontally really far, monkey flip just being a great command grab to get out of things such as crown.
Very good use of the down B as a setup tool. I think it was a great matchup in both ways.
Yeah, electric match for sure. Exciting to see what'll come of it. Working on Spring Arbor deciding who to send in next. Imagine we might see a Ness here. Fairly decent combo against Diddy Kong. However, I'm not sure. There's a number of different options could be sent in here, so we'll see. Imagine we're probably not going to want to send in our heavy on a Diddy Kong, so.
That's very true.
Overall 10-9, so Diddy's going to have to SD twice to go down to 1 stock at the beginning of this next match, where Spring Arbor will start with all 3. That's how crew battles work. Alright, looks like we're sending in Frosty Pops, otherwise known as our Captain Falcon, I believe.
Choose your fighter. Palutena.
Oh, Palutena. I stand corrected.
Very nice.
Palutena versus Diddy Kong. This will be an interesting match. Palutena is able to juggle Diddy Kong pretty consistently, but with neutral airs and up airs, he'll be able to keep Diddy in a... Palutena is going to win a lot of the air-to-air interactions. However, Diddy does still have banana. Palutena does have a counter against banana. It is a reflector, which will most likely not get utilized, but it is definitely an offbeat option that might catch Diddy Kong off guard.
I think it would be better to just like pick it up though, instead of countering it like straight off of the input.
I'd agree. But this will be another heavy aerial matchup. We might not see as many grounded moves as we did a K. Rool. K. Rool like to shoot us projectiles, but Palutena is gonna space around, do a lot more air-to-air matchups, a lot more. You might see a lot more trades in the air depending on how matchups come out. Palutena's forward air and Diddy's forward air also come out pretty close, and so we'll have to see how they interact with each other. Alright, looks like we're going back to PS2. Makes sense. It's a relatively close stage. Both characters would enjoy having their platforms with combo extensions. Palutena being able to chase more with up airs. Diddy Kong being able to chase higher with forward airs and up airs off of banana trains. And so, should be another electric matchup. Alright, here we go.
Game 2 or next
Game 2. Alright, and here we see the 2 SDs from Diddy Kong. And gameplay will start after a taunt. There's the 2 taunts, which means gameplay can begin. Palutena immediately throwing out those neutral air combo starters. See, this is what I was talking about here. Palutena able to capitalize on Diddy Kong being in the air.
Like we said before, she's gonna win most of those air games.
Diddy Kong finds an opening, able to chase down banana. Great monkey flip on the tech chase.
Back there.
Palutena making use of that explosive flame to try and keep Diddy Kong off. Great counter on the forward air. Diddy Kong with banana hand. Goes for forward smash, misses, able to capitalize on a back air though. Palutena looking for a down throw up air.
Explosive flame.
An offstage situation. Let's see what Diddy Kong does here against a character with the teleport. Crazy catches banana on the forward smash by Diddy on the whiff grab. Palutena just looking to close out the stock here. Good explosive flame trade on the banana. Diddy Kong went to flip to get out of the situation. Dash attack combo starter whiffs. Invincible back air from Palutena. Diddy Kong using Y W to get back to stage. Neutral air send off stage. Banana in hand. Great up smash. Jump call out. Wow. Palutena's up smash is much larger than it seems, and it's able to catch jumps off a platform like that. It is very extended. And so, good call out. Way to catch Diddy jumping in, because he's been jumping off platforms on. He has been jumping, he's been monkey flipping, and the up smash would have caught both.
Very true.
Alright, now we wait for St. Xavier to send out their next player. Saw a good display of aerials and explosive flames from Palutena. Palutena was, whenever Diddy Kong was too far away, was able to use explosive flame, which prevented Diddy from getting in banana range. And whenever Diddy Kong did come in, was able to punish him with forward airs and back airs. And so, a lot of good aerial play and overall neutral play that we saw from Palutena. So we'll have to see what St. Xavier has in response to a overall balanced character. Alright, looks like the choice for St. Xavier is Pastel, who is a Fox main. And so Fox, being a much quicker character, might be able to dash through those explosive flames a lot quicker than Diddy Kong might be able to, and those dash attacks and aerials are going to be a lot more difficult for Palutena to handle, whereas Palutena does still have neutral air and up air, which can be difficult for Fox to get through. However, Fox does have air dodges and fastball air dodges, and does have side B as an extensive recovery tool. And so Fox might have more of an issue getting back to stage, but Fox might be able to control the stage presence more. And so I think the main deciding factor of this match is going to be who is able to control center stage more, who's able to keep the opponent at ledge. I think is what's going to be the make or break in this matchup here.
That's very true. I think Fox has a very good ledge game when it comes to trapping. I'd say so. Palu also has great ledge game. So, like you said, it's going to be a battle of neutral.
Let's see what stage we end up on here. Might end up a battlefield, which might be a little bit better for Palutena. Be able to chain a lot more up airs into each other, kill off the top a lot easier. But I don't think Fox likes that stage very much, so it's most likely going to get banned. But we'll see. Palutena's got a whole few stocks over here. And it looks like small battlefield is the stage of play here. Palutena is going to have to SD once, but only once, so we'll have 2 whole stocks over there against some free stock toss. And here we go. Game 3.
3, 2, 1, go!
There's the SD from Palutena.
Let's go.
And it's on. The game's off. Both characters are starting off with their classic combo stars. You got Fox with his up tilt, Palutena with his neutral air. Like I said, both characters trying to maintain that center stage as I mentioned. Rapid jab here from Fox. Auto aerical. Fox is off stage. Ooh, good recovery from Palutena. Great parry, gonna send off stage. And here we're in that ledge trap situation we talked about. Neutral air. Fox sends it for a combo forward throw. Punished by neutral air. Both characters working around this platform here. Forward smash on the whiff down air. We'll take the first stock from Palutena. Jabs in the send off stage here, so you can see an explosive flame on the ledge. Oh, goes off stage for a ledge trump. Just barely misses. Fox is going to get follow up here with some aerials. Back there into dash attack. True combo at low percents like these. Good dash attack, bait out the punishes. Explosive Flame almost catches Fox, but just barely misses. Good neutral to send back off stage from Palutena.
Fox is doing a very good job of dodging these explosive flames.
Palutena on ledge. Trades back air. Teleports back to ledge, back in the neutral situation. Fox doing a great job of following up with these dash attacks, just not able to land combo yet. Goes for a jab block, misses forward smash, punishes the miss up smash. Sends Fox down to 2 stocks. And a teleport is punished by a down smash on Fox.
This is Fox, returning to base.
And just like that, Spring Arbor is sent down to just 2 players, while Fox has another 2 stocks to work with here. Fox did a great job of first options here. He used a lot of his dash attack and down tilt. He was able to poke through Palutena's explosive flames, like I mentioned before, where Palutena would set out these explosive flames, these longer end lag moves, but Fox was able to just work around it so much easier and was able to capitalize on it really well.
Yeah, the ground mobility is a very big problem for Palutena's explosive flame, especially when in long range. If they get in before the explosive flame, then they have that chance to capitalize on that. Well, Fox did a very good job of that, and that is the game.
There were a few dropped combos from both sides, a few stray neutral airs that didn't quite combo, a few neutral airs, so Fox might want to clean up those a little bit more before heading into this next game, but we'll see who Spring Arbor sends up here, and we'll be able to get a better view on what the matchup's going to look like. So St. Xavier currently up 8-6 against Spring Arbor. Spring Arbor will have 2 more athletes to send in, whereas St. Xavier will have these 2 stocks and then another 2 whole. So Spring Arbor working a little bit of a disadvantage here, but you never know how things can turn around.
Very true.
Fox, very explosive, combo-heavy character. Might want a character to be able to disrupt those a little easier, whether it be super armor or invincibility, both of which things. And it looks like we're sending in Spring Arbor is sending in Inferno on Ness, and this is kind of what I was talking about here, where we want Ness is going to be able to call out a lot of Fox's jumps. Fox likes to do a lot of these short hop aerials, as we saw with like the short hop back airs off of dash attacks, things like that. Ness is going to be able to snuff out all those things with neutral airs and forward airs, and so it's a pretty good counter effect. We'll see what stage they end up on. Fox is going to have a bit of an issue where Ness can kind of sit back and use PK Fire. The difference between PK Fire and Explosive Flame that we had in the last matchup is PK Fire is going to be able to travel along the ground, and Fox can't just run in through the Explosive Flame. He's going to get hit by it. And so we're going to have to see how the Fox adapts around usage of PK Fire and other projectiles like that, such as PK Thunder as well off stage.
There's also the very good option of Reflector that hasn't been used yet at all. In this matchup, it could be very good for Fox to start utilizing that in terms of playing against Ness's PK Fire, PK Thunder, and things of that nature.
Very true. Ness might not be able to use up B in juggling situations as much due to Reflector. And here we are. Fox is going to have to SD 1 time as per rules. Looks like we're back on small battlefield. And they're off. That's immediately spamming with those aerials we talked about before to call out those jumps. That's doing a great job of not letting, and there's the PK Fire. That's doing a great job of not letting Fox just run and do whatever he wants. There's the PK Thunder. Caught in a juggling situation for Fox, using neutral to get out of it. Aaron dash attack causing him to get off stage.
First down.
Yo-yo to Trump. And kills. Yo-yo's a great option against Fox here. Completely invalidates Fox's recovery here. Yo-yo, of course, being able to hang below ledge to catch any recovering options. Fox is going to need to mix something up real fast if he wants an advantage here. That's just doing a great job of spamming with aerials. Fox sending off stage with a rapid jab. Maintaining area around the platform, gets in. As you saw there, PK Fire is just a little bit too slow to start. Fox able to get in and punish it. Now we're in a ledge trap situation.
Utilizing those short hops very well in a ledge trapping situation.
Here we are back in the ledge trap situation. Ness able to use that neutral air. Great tech chasing the forward throw to get back into his own ledge trap situation. Now he's juggling. As you see, the reflector invalidates the up B. Fox with an up smash trying to call out here. Unfortunately whiffs. Back again off stage. Fox looking for a back air here to close out the stock. That's having stage control at this moment in time. Off stage again. PK flash, evaded by Fox side B. PK fire plus dash attack into back air is a true combo. Fox is able to sneak off with one stock. Fox off stage and kills with the yo-yo. And that will do it for that game. Ness able to take a pretty commanding victory over Fox here. Fox wasn't able to get in a whole lot, just had a lot of control over his aerials, was able to juggle him really well, had great offstage presence, and this is the kind of stuff we talked about before, whereas Ness is really easily able to just threaten Fox off stage with all straight aerials, and especially that up B, which we saw took both of the stocks there from Fox, as Fox just really can't do anything against a hitbox, an active hitbox, just lingering off ledge.
Very true, that's very true.
And it looks like the counter pick is Freerin, who is a Zelda player. Now, Ness versus Zelda is not a good matchup for Zelda, or not a good matchup for Ness on paper. Zelda has a lot that Ness can struggle to begin with. One, Phantom as a whole invalidates Ness's entire playstyle. Ness can't PK fire through it, Ness can't, get those run up forward airs or neutral airs because he's not able to get close to Palutena because Phantom. And so we're going to have to see how Inferno goes about defeating the Zelda before. They played Zeldas in GLEC already, and so they do have some matchup experience, but it's going to just see how they've learned from the past to just be able to deal with this errant matchup, because Zelda does generally command this matchup pretty well, and so we'll have to see.
Very true, that's very true. Zelda, with her special moves, the neutral B is a reflector, so automatically that negates most of Ness's specials, the PK Fire, the PK Thunder. And like you said before, the Phantom is a very, very good tool for ledge trapping, just for general use. So we're going to see how this plays out.
3, 2, 1.
So we're just going through a quick lag test right here, just to make sure everything's flowing really well. Like we said, Zelda has a lot of options that just completely counter Ness as a whole. You can't juggle with your PK Thunder because Zelda has a Reflector. You can't use PK Fire because Zelda has a Reflector. And you can't use your errant projectiles off ledge because, Ness likes to do a lot of drop-down forward air, drop-down nair off of ledge as a way of get-off-me tool. However, Zelda is never going to be standing in that space, whereas, Zelda's going to be hitting, or Ness is going to be hitting someone that's this far away, but Zelda will be sitting this far away with an extra projectile that will sweep and hit ledge. And so Ness is going to have to find a different way to get off ledge, not able to spam the same offensive options that he uses. It's going to have to resort to maybe some rolls, maybe some neutral get-up shields, just a way to figure out how to get through it.
Okay.
So we might see a bit slower of gameplay here. Definitely from Zelda's perspective, Ness is going to be the one, as opposed to the last game where Fox was the one that's trying to run in and get all the damage. This time it's going to be, Ness is going to be the one that's going to have to run in and get a lot of these hits. And so we'll have to see how both characters adapt to this. Maybe Ness will be a little more patient. Maybe Zelda might be a little more offensive. I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright, lag test is all clear. Both sides be able to run well, and so have no worries there. 6 stocks down to 5. Then Xavier still with a 1 stock lead over Spring Arbor. Which means both teams will have one more player after this match. And of course, it is a best of 3, and so after this match, we'll have another full reset. Both teams will get both their 12 stocks back. And who knows what we'll see. We might see a change in characters, we might see a change in players as a whole. Interesting to see how teams adapt their strategies going to game 2.
Maybe some very...
Looks like we're going to Hollow Bastion for this game. More of a central platform, it allows Zelda to sit underneath and charge her down B a lot more efficiently. And so Ness isn't going to have a platform to be able to air dodge to or escape from. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Ness is able to punish Zelda while she's sitting on her platform. If the Zelda is, running out her moves well, she'll be holding center stage with that platform right above her. She's not going to be able to allow Ness to get in. So we're going to have to see how both characters go at it. Ness, of course, lost one stock to that dash attack back air from Fox, which means they will have to SD one time. Alrighty, here we go. And there's that Phantom immediately that we saw. Be able to call out most of Ness's options. As we see Zelda sitting on this platform here, as we discussed earlier, able to run out a lot of her moves. There's that Phantom ledge pressure. Ness getting back to stage. Choosing a double jump to get away from it. Escapes the up air. Ooh, faulty hitboxes there on the Ness, unable to get an actual combo. Air dodges to get out of trouble. Teleport to bait out PK Fire. Ness doing a great job being able to get through, starts a combo of his own. PK Fire to catch the air dodge, just barely outspaced. Character in a neutral situation. Up B punish from Zelda unfortunately didn't connect, so now Ness is the one collecting off stage. As you can see, the up B doesn't work. Yo-yos. Just Mitch is hanging off like to get the kill there. Back to center stage with Phantom. Zelda up throw will get the kill. Zelda has very strong kill throws, and so especially near ledge. However, when not near ledge, will not be able to have to rely on those up throws. Goes for an up B, and does get the kill. And that seems to figure out what to do in an offstage situation. Now it seems like the main issue is just going to be getting Zelda off stage, which does with down throw forward air chain. Sets up, just barely missed the back air, but off again with another neutral air. Zelda back to stage with a forward tilt. Catches a jump with 2 more forward airs. Parries forward smash. Wow, great kill on the recovery. This is playing entirely differently from this first stock. Seems to have a commanding grasp over Zelda now. See Ness here being a lot more patient waiting for Zelda running back there, sending it to an offstage situation. PK Flash misses. PK Fire. Misses grab, Zelda has stage control now. Sets up Phantom on that platform. Neutral airs get off me. This has got to be careful here. This Phantom evades both, gets back, now has stage control. Zelda in the corner. Down throw up air. Ness runs in for a grab. Gets hit. Shields. Gets grabbed by Zelda, unfortunately. Rolls through neutral air. Another one trap situation. Use the yo-yo, beat up by get out attack. Up B does not go up in the air, so Zelda's not able to capitalize. PK Fire. And neutral air trades, but I believe dash attack. Ness gets the kill. And that's off stage. 126% to 0%. And Phantom catches the get up roll. And just like that, game is ended. Ness did a great job there beating out most of Zelda options. We saw in the first stock, used a lot of, took up a lot of percent figuring out how to get up around Phantom. But that second stock was just domination from Ness. He was able to get around a lot of Ness Phantom really well. He was able to get around those up airs, start figuring out how it rolled, and was able to start punishing a lot of aerials. And then Yo-Yo was able to steal the stock for a few of them, and then great parries on the up. Yeah, overall, a good game from Ness. I believe it was a 3-stock. 3-stock versus 3-stock, it would have been a really even game.
I also think that Zelda did a very good job of trying to figure out how to counter Ness's counter. Zelda with the Phantom pressure and how to not rely on that as much in terms of ledge trapping. trying to stay as much away from Ness as possible while also trying to get in and get the damage was also a very good thing from Zelda. So see a lot more of that in the next matchup.
For sure. Zelda was able to get out and space around a lot of options very well. Just Phantom under that ledge, like I was talking about at the beginning, is sitting under that platform. Makes it really difficult to get in as a whole, especially with those up airs. Zelda's up air being incredibly powerful. One of the most powerful in the game when it comes to kills and overall area. And so, we'll have to see who Spring Arbor sends out for their last 3 stocks. Looks like it is Gibbon on Donkey Kong, which should be an interesting matchup. Donkey Kong Zelda is, you know, it has its difficulties as you imagine for Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong gets juggled a lot by Zelda, whether it be neutral air or up air, has a lot of issues getting in. However, the Zelda can struggle and disadvantage when not relying on up B, and if Donkey Kong is able to figure out where the up B is going to go or air drift, Donkey Kong's got 4 spikes, he's got all of them arsenal to be able to use against Zelda here.
Looks like we'll start up the match.
And here we go. Zelda's going to have to SD twice.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, looks like Town or Smashville for the stage. Smashville it is. One of the 2 Animal Crossing stages. Difficult to tell them apart. Smashville has one central platform, which Town has edge platforms, and they're off! Right here we see what we were talking about with those aerials. Zelda able to swing a lot of them out against Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong also has a lot of them on his own. That would be easy to get off me too. This is an up smash. Up B carries, but scoops out. And so no hitbox allowed. Dash attack flanks. Down B tries a combo, down B. Zelda spacing out here with this Phantom we discussed. Here's the up B. Air dodge read, misses the up smash. Goes in for a smart forward smash, down B punishing. Goes for another up smash, but is just slightly off. Excellent timing on the roll. Zelda getting back to stage. And up B does not kill, despite the kill spark. This is the roll timing just slightly to get hit by the Phantom. Phantom engaged again. Does not hit on ledge from that angle. Evades the Zelda side B. Phantom on the other way. Might be able to get close to. Ooh, up B punish on the down B. Donkey Kong's down to 2 stocks. Let's see if Zelda's able to squeeze out another one here, if Donkey Kong's able to get it. Down tilt, forward tilt. Back air to catch jump. Goes for pivot grab. The stage has another one of those platforms just like Hollow, where you're able to sit under. Up B, carries off stage, and gets the kill. Alright, as we're going to see it, Donkey Kong was able to use bigger hitboxes, as we discussed. The more damage was able to be done, able to carry off stage. And Up B has super armor, so Zelda was able to try and get a neutral air or a forward air or something like that. Donkey Kong's able to go right through.
Zelda in the last half of the match, relying very heavily on the Phantom, like we saw in the previous match, using that Phantom to ledge trap, to gain the advantage, to help maintain a recovery. A lot of that Phantom being used, and Donkey Kong was just able to get around that and get in, get damage, kind of sort of get out. So overall, good matchup.
Alright, looks like our final matchup. St. Xavier is sending in Snipes, who is a Bayonetta player. Bayonetta, another combo-heavy character. Might be another issue for Donkey Kong here, who's one of the bigger body characters, a bit heavier. Bayonetta relies on their combos a lot, whether it be from their side B extensions, which is just if you get hit by a side B, you're going to take 50%. Also has good edge guarding pressure with being able to recover from very low, and so there's going to be a lot of edge guarding in this matchup, I'd imagine. Donkey Kong didn't need to find a way to punish with side Bs from Bayonetta or try and get some kind of reversal off stage. Donkey Kong is down 2 stocks to 3, so it is an uphill battle both in the matchup and the stock match. However, I think if Donkey Kong's really able to capitalize on hitting his whiff punishes, getting some of those up smashes he whiffed in the last game, I think it'll be a great game. It looks like we're going to small battlefield here. Both characters able to capitalize on this pretty well, whereas Bayonetta is able to get more of these combo extensions. Donkey Kong is able to get the classic ding dong, cargo throw, up into up air, which will kill Bayonetta at relatively early percents compared to some of the other cats. Bayonetta's not incredibly heavy, and so if Donkey Kong's able to get some stronger hitboxes out, might be able to rob Bayonetta of a couple stocks. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
So Donkey Kong down to 2 stocks and up the SB1s here. 3 stocks to 2 for our last set of round 1. Immediately going for some kind of option here with the forward air, trying to get for the spike. Dash attack punching. Bayonetta able to get out of it. Target one of those combos we discussed.
Very nice combo.
Goes for the down smash spike, misses it. Resets with a forward throw. No jump for Donkey Kong here, able to get back to stage on punish. Forward tilt on the parried back air. Which time there? Bayonetta's got a frame 1 air dodge, able to evade most damage. And there's those combos we were talking about. Up B, side B, forward air is just going to kill off the top. So Donkey Kong's going to need to really get a kill early here, get some of those spikes that Donkey Kong has, and give them those stronger hitboxes. Goes for another up B, try to scoop for super arm, but it doesn't work unfortunately. Wow, beautiful combo here from Bayonetta. Wow.
My goodness.
Bayonetta with 0 to that. Donkey Kong had no way to get out of that. That's going to be something that I consider going into game 2, is how are they going to deal with this Bayonetta? Obviously, we're going to have to go send one of those heavier characters, or that's going to happen near Wedge. I mean, Donkey Kong was at 0, got hit by a side B and died for it.
Exactly. I think they might have to send out a few of the lighter characters on the roster. As we saw before, the Ness might be very good at stopping those combos and air dodging through those. So we will have to see.
Yeah, so going to take a quick break here as both teams get set for round 2. But we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. We're going to get right back into the action here. We're starting off with Xavier on Yoshi, and we're bringing back Fox from the first set. Yeah, looks like we're going to Smashville.
1, go!
Yoshi going to be able to use a lot of, egg and straight aerials here to catch Fox. Fox once again having his electric combo opportunities, as we can see here. Yoshi going to be able to use neutral air to get off mid-duel pretty frequently here. There's going to get him neutral here. Characters running back and forth. Off-stage situation. Yoshi able to get back to stage with an egg. Once again, that neutral air from Yoshi is going to be super powerful here. Fox doing a good job of waiting for that neutral air to come out and shielding beforehand. Off-stage situation. Forward air. Fox able to return to stage safely. Both characters racking a percent now. Yoshi doing a good job of maintaining that platform control. Yoshi just sending out some forward airs, trying to get Fox off stage. Dash attack, send back off stage. Down B, pretty safe with those stars there. Back air, not quite finished though. Fox jab sending off stage again, both characters 121%. Yoshi sending off stage. Ooh, just barely misses the up smash. Great spot dodge on the up dodge there from Yoshi. Neutral air kills. First stock going to Yoshi. See what damage we can rack up here before getting killed herself.
The last stock is pretty even between the both of them.
Yeah, I'd agree it's a relatively even game here. Yoshi maintaining that space. So both characters kind of those dynamic neutral airs that get off me tools. Fox ceiling stock with back air. Once again, that neutral air just putting in work for Yoshi here is just constantly uprooting Fox's combos. But there we have a huge up air string. Both characters over 60 now. Yoshi using his back air as a good combo disruptor and great neutral tool. Fox waiting out any combos on dash attack. Jab to bait out the spot dodge. Fox off stage. Goes for neutral air, hits a sour spot though. Not gonna ledge trap situation. Yoshi looking for a tilt maybe, but now they're off stage. Fox looking for a back air. Side B, down B catches Fox trying to catch with an up air though. That's the kill. Grab Yoshi send off stage. Both characters throwing out aerials. Fox catching with an up air. 146% on Yoshi. Fox got a lot of stray moves that'll kill. 157 now. Fox looking for a back air. And does get it. Yoshi sneaks a forward head there for a lot of extra percent. 58% lead. Forward air spike, unable to capitalize with that up smash though. Fox able to return with the combo. Great weight to shield and grab. There's another forward air up smash. Forward smash on the mixed grab, I believe it was, and that will seal game one. Yoshi taking it.
It's a very, very even matchup until the end there, where Yoshi eventually took percentage and then eventually took the stock. Don't really have much to say about it. Just a really good match.
Yeah, it was a great even game. Both characters were able to trade a lot of their aerials really well. In the end, just Fox missed a couple grabs, missed a couple dashes that Yoshi was able to capitalize on. I think Yoshi could have a few things to clean up for the second game, but I think if they play well, they might be able to squeeze out a stock or two. We might see the Zelda come in here again. Zelda does have a good matchup over Yoshi. We'll have to see who Xavier decides to send in. They do have a pretty extensive rosters, though. We'll have to see. Yoshi, once again, not able to use against Fox Aerial, but Yoshi does have that egg for offstage pressure. He's able to use, egg into neutral air as a kill combo. Obviously, it doesn't work against characters with reflectors such as Fox that covers all of them. However, if it is a character that doesn't have a reflector, it'll be good. All right, looks like St. Xavier's choice is K, who is a Min player. Now,
See a lot of those.
No, you really don't. Now, Min is able to space out a lot well with her arms, covering half of the entire stage during forward smashes and different things like that. Aerials, able to cover a lot of space. And so the name of the game here for Min is just going to be keeping Yoshi out. The game for Yoshi here is to get in, which for Yoshi, it's going to be a lot of egg he's going to be able to use to get in. Egg able to interrupt the arms when they're going out, but also if the arms are going straight, Yoshi can throw one right over. And so it'll be able to disrupt that animation as a whole, be able to chase it afterwards, get some of those neutral airs, start seeing our tilt combos. Yoshi's going to have the advantage in offstage play. We'll be able to disrupt Min-Min's tether recovery with a neutral air or a forward air, back air, things like that. Whereas Min-Min's going to be able to, when Yoshi's offstage, he's going to be sitting on stage a lot more, going for more of those rams. We're going to see some dragons probably. And so it'll be interesting to see what stage we end up going on that might dictate the game a little bit. Min obviously doesn't want a whole lot of platforms, just wants more space to cover. And it looks like we're going back to halls. This is going to be kind of the same thing we saw with Zelda, where we're going to be sitting under that central platform as Min. We're going to be, trying to capitalize all the area, and obviously you're covered above you by the platform, and so you're not going to be able to get hit. Although Yoshi does have down B, which will go through the platform, as we saw it took one of the stocks for Fox that just shoots straight down and will go through platform. And so if Yoshi's able to get above Minmin's platform, we'll be able to capitalize on that pretty well. But here we go, 10-9 advantage for Spring Arbor. Yoshi gonna have to kill themselves twice, however. Let's see what advantage they're gonna come back off that. And there's the down B I mentioned there. That does go through platforms. And they're off. Yoshi trying to get those combo stars with back air and neutral air. And there are those arms, just instant 30% from a forward smash there. Grab also takes up a lot of space, so Yoshi's not going to be able to sit and shield as comfortably as they were against Hawk. Down air rack up percent. And looks like Yoshi lost their jump, unfortunately. And so that'll send it to 9-9. Spring Arbor will send out their next opponent. Not a whole lot we could leech off of that game, other than Minmin's able to capitalize off their grabs pretty well. And it is content grabbing, which you don't see a whole ton of Minmins do.
Yeah.
A lot of Minmins like to just mash their early options, their really long range options. You don't see a whole lot of grab, but it is a good option for Minmin, and so it is going to be something to take into consideration for who Spring Arbor is going to want to send in. Obviously, a lot of different characters that Spring Arbor has are going to struggle with getting in, but maybe a more projectile character. We might see the Nest come out early, but we might also be saving the Nest for a potential Bayonetta resend out, and so we'll have to see how they respond. Down at 9-9, St. Xavier with current one-set lead, so Spring Arbor is in a must-win situation overall to force a Game 3 for the win. St. Xavier obviously fighting to end this early. Spring Arbor debating on their current character selection. Background music is coming in clutch right now. It does go quite hard.
Sounds like a...
Yeah. Alright, looks like we're sending back in K-Rool. K-Rool we haven't seen in a hot second, but did start off the set against Diddy Kong. And so K-Rool's main claim is going to be, we're going to need a lot of Crown to come out, we're going to need a lot of Cannonball to come out, but K-Rool's going to have to be careful because Minmin does have a Reflector in her up smash, and it does come out really quickly. And so you're not going to be able to sit opposite sides of stage and just Cannonball is going to get sent right back at you. And so you're going to need a lot more follow-ups with Crown rather than leading with Crown.
It's very true.
9-9 here, both characters are just going to get right into it. No need to SD or taunt, just to be able to get right into the game. And so won't need to have that short delay. Need to get right back into the gameplay. K-Rool's belly armor is also going to be able to get through Minmin's arms at times. So again, specifically Ram, neutral air, and up air are going to be able to go through them, whereas the heavier ones, just Megawatt and Dragon, are going to break through that belly armor. And so K-Rool's going to have to be careful to play around which specific arms Minmin's going to be using to figure out how to get through. You're not going to be able to, if Minmin's got Megawatt out, you're not just going to be able to land with a neutral air. You're going to get punished, and so you're going to have to be careful to figure out how to navigate around these situations. It looks like Final Destination is the choice of stage here, which makes sense for both. Neither of them really want platforms in this situation. They're just going to get right in and brawl, and so
Yeah.
should be an electric game. It's going to be really close quarters, I'd imagine, except for when K-Rool's off stage, then Minmin's going to be all the way over here, but you know. Like I said, no SDs here, so you're going to get right into it. Alright, and they're off. Arrow with an immediate 49% off the berry. And then they're responding with a quick combo roam to get back to 42. There's that crown I was talking about. It does go through Ram, but it doesn't get through the rubber, so he's gonna have to be careful with it. Grab his send off stage. Let's see what Ledge Trap is here. Gets a neutral air, and Min Min cannot return. That's what I was talking about before, where neutral air just interrupts the tether entirely. And then that mid-range. Crown does go through Megawatt there, as you saw. Counter does not work on the arms. Wow, that is an interaction I have not seen before. Off stage again is K-Rool. Goes for neutral with the Betty armor. But earlier I'm getting low, and there's the kill. Crown did disappear, so Min Min doesn't have that to her advantage. Then 45 seconds, and Stock take the piece. Or smash and break through Min Min's combo. There's that crown again. As you can see, Min Min's arms do interrupt the cannonballs, so you have to be careful with that. Here we're an offstage situation. Misses the Dragon Laser. Min Min doing a great job of covering a lot of options with Ram there. Ooh, Ram does, or Megawatt does catch the neutral get up from K-Rool. It is a lingering hitbox. Catch up situation for K-Rool. Let's see what he does here. Force Smash catches the read. Min Min does have jump. It does catch with up B, however, he's able to get back. Here we go again. Grab, catches re-roll. K-Rool off stage once again. Crown to get through the Dragon Laser. Just barely misses that forward air and gets punished for it. You're at 109 now. And Megawatt does catch the neutral get up once again, which will send K-Rool back to the lab.
Didn't see a lot of up smash gameplay there. I was really thinking that they were going to start relying on that to apply pressure on those cannonballs and those crowns. But didn't see a lot of it at all. It's mostly just shielding.
Yeah, didn't see much need to up smash when Min was able to maneuver around the crown and cannonball really well. Whether it be with Ram having that angle down whenever she jumps, and so she would jump, use Ram, hit K-Rool forward for a little added on percent, or simply shield, or trade. And so Min did have a lot of options there that they were able to rely on, that K-Rool just couldn't brute force their way through. It's the difficulty of going against Min as a heavy. You're just gonna get hit a lot, and that's just kind of how it goes.
It's pretty true.
All right, looks like the next send-in is going to be Gibbon, who was Donkey Kong in the first round, but however, they are playing Young Link this round. Now, Young Link is one of Min Min's worst matchups, able to use projectiles in a different way from K-Rool, is able to hold on to projectiles and throw them differently. Boomerang and neutrally are great combo options, and Bomb is a great combo extender. And so Young Link's going to be able to force Min to come in a little differently than K-Rool will be able to, whereas K-Rool's projectiles are more armored and do a lot more damage. Young Links are a lot quicker and more combo oriented, and so Young Link's going to force Min to come out of that box. And so we'll have to see how Min adapts to this, whereas it's going to be, you're probably going to be in less of a ledge trap situation, you're most likely going to be in disadvantage a lot more. Whereas, as we saw before, whereas K-Rool is able to hit that neutral air to prevent Min Min's recovery, Young Link has kind of the same thing, although not armored. But it'll be the same tether disruption, and so we'll have to see how Min handles disadvantage, especially against a projectile character here. Have to see on the stage choice now. Min might want some of those platform stages to be able to prevent, bombs from falling in and above. Looks like the choice is Battlefield. So Young Link is going to be able to get a lot of vertical combinations off this. Young Link's going to be able to set up those platforms, catch those up airs. Min Min's going to like to down air, however, you can't down air a sword.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see a lot of burst options from Young Link here. Be interesting to see. Alrighty, here we go. 8-6. Min is going to need to die one time. However, they'll be able to get into it right after that.
3, 2, 1, go!
There's a swift down air mentioned there. And they're off. Youngling's going to want to make a lot of these combos off of things like the neutral B that we saw there, or the boomerang that we see there. And then obviously going to do her thing with the arms. And the jab. Able to catch all the ram there. Only able to get back to stage though. The boomerang prevents any other things from happening. Great down air catch on the jump, get up. There's Megawatt, you're gonna need to be careful getting back up. Younglink is a lighter character, does get back up and punishes. Catches the air dodge with the up B. Younglink with another up B combo. Just slightly misses. Younglink with the down throw here. Resets on platform. Dodges Megawatt. Just barely misses that dash attack. And another dash attack. Does not quite close out the stock at 160. There's those bombs you saw before. These will lead into kill combos, such as forward smash and up throw. Dragon Laser trading with the neutral beat. And then once again in a ledge trap situation. Neutral air. Does not combo anything. Ooh, Megawatt neutral air from Min Min, however, will get the kill. Youngling choosing a reset, runs into the back air here. Boomerang to cover low. Good projectile coverage from Youngling. Great parry, unfortunately landing hitbox is able to break through. Min Min once again just happy to sit all over there and just send out air hitboxes to rack up damage. Grabs to sit in an offstage situation again. Uses bomb to get back on the stage. Up tilt does get the kill for Youngling. 2 stocks apiece. Once again doing a great job of spacing out from these boomerangs here, able to just grab. Younglink at 143. Starts a combo here. Or to get into offstage situation. Down air. Misses the tech and Min Min perishes a relatively early percent due to getting stage spiked. Youngling at 143%, that's big for Spring Arbor. That'll hold on to an extra stock that they're going to need to use. And suddenly, just like that, we're down to 6-5.
So very, very great plays from Min Min, apart from that mid tech. Very great use of range as Min Min really relies on the use of Megawatt, going for that damage from afar. Whereas Younglink was able to get in and capitalize on those miss megawatts, miss tilts, and all of that to match.
Yeah, very true. And that down air is just a great option there because down air from Younglink doesn't actually send down, it sends up. And at air and angles, it's a great kill option off of combos, but it's decent offstage pressure as well. Min Min just wasn't ready for it. And so when she was trying to tether to get back up, got interrupted by that down air and just wasn't ready for the tech. Alright, St. Xavier choosing to send in their Bayonetta next. And so this is kind of what we discussed before about possible Bayonetta counters. Younglink might just be one of them due to just consistency of projectiles. Bayonetta's going to have struggle getting in these wish twists and ABKs. If you're getting, you know, a bomb arrow, a bomb, and a boomerang all against into you at once, you're not going to be able to travel as well. And Younglink does have quicker get off me options, such as neutral air does come out relatively quickly as well as back air, and might be able to interrupt some of these combos from Bayonetta as well. Younglink just needed to watch out for witch time from Bayonetta, being the frame 1 invincible air dodge. Bayonetta can do that through the projectiles, might, you know, swerve up the advantage in some way, and so
there's also that missed option of the previous matchup against the DK that we saw, where we are not going to be able to see those offstage intricate combos that Bayo did before due to the bigger hitbox. And now that we can't see that, we're gonna have to see what can Bayo do with a smaller hit.
Yeah, the combo routes are definitely gonna be a lot different for sure. Not gonna be able to use the same options as you would on a bigger character like Donkey Kong. It's a much smaller frame, and so we'll have to see how Bayo switches up their combo routes, switches up their game plan. We're gonna have to see how they interact not only with projectiles, but with combos as well. Looks like Hollow Bastion is the stage chosen here. And we'll need SD1 time. And we're gonna get into it. Both characters selecting red skins.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go. Immediately seeing Youngling trying to use these projectiles. Bayonetta does get in a Witch Twist. Chooses not to follow further up these though. Offstage situation. Offstage, gonna be careful attack. Is able to escape with an up B though. And there's that Witch Time that we talked about. Just an invincible combo breaker. Breaks anything that isn't true. Great spot dodge. Use those projectiles we were talking about. Bayonetta's gonna have a tough time dealing with those.
Failed parts from Bayo.
Forward charge, forward smash. Just gets around all of Bayonetta's movement. Knew exactly what they were doing. Switch time there. Forward tailing forward smash will kill Youngling because a lighter character. Let's see what Youngling does with this one stock. Bayonetta able to do a lot of weird options off ledge. Here comes that projectiles that we were talking about. Bayonetta struggling to get in. He hit by a lot of air and hit a box, but is able to get in now. Here comes those combos. 57% racked up on Youngling. Up smash beaten out by a down air. Here come the bombs. And Bayonetta is unable to return to stage, and just like that, it's a one-stock game. Youngling's able to use projectiles, might be able to make back this lead. We'll see. Bayonetta is able to close out games fairly well, as we've seen. And just like as we saw before, the Witch Time just barely gets the kill. So Witch Time is a unique counter in that it doesn't do direct damage, however, it slows the opponent down entirely, where Bayonetta has a zone punch. And that forward tilt 1 into forward smash is just a consistent kill combo.
True. True. We did see, like with DK, those intricate combos from Bayonetta, not as much going off stage, but still getting in those sense to eventually take stocks to deal damage.
Yeah, a lot more bread and butter stuff. Alright, looks like the choice is going to be Inferno, however not on Ness this time, it's going to be on Lucina. Now Lucina, similar to Youngling, is going to have that disjointed hitbox, and so Bayonetta's not going to be able to get in quite as easily due to the flux of Bayonetta's forward air, neutral air, and back air all being very quick options and being disjointed. And so they won't even trade as they would sometimes with, you know, more grapply characters. Bayonetta would just straight up lose. And so Lucina's going to need to do a good job of reading what Bayonetta is going to do, whether it be the side Bs, the ABKs, the up Bs, those tricky movements we saw around ledge like we did for Youngling. You're going to need to be able to punish it in the same way with those disjointed hitboxes, making sure not to get too close, making sure to punch on them. Looks like they're going to PS2. Bayonetta is going to SD 2 times, go down to 1 stock. Lucina going to start at all 3.
3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go. Be interesting to see what Bayonetta does compared to the other two characters. We've seen a wide variety. Right away, seeing those combos that we talked about. 58% racked up already. There's that spacing we talked about, the disjoints. Just barely misgrab, remaining neutral air and side combos. It does not get the kill on Lucina. Goes for spike. Lucina finally getting some racked up damage in. Goes for Witch Time, but does miss. And Bayonetta fishing for that back air there, able to get it and secure the kill. So Now we're down to their last two. And one up tilt off of just a stray move, and suddenly Lucina's at 51% again. See the forward smash trying to catch a roll. Does not get it, unfortunately. And now the jab, one of the stronger killing jabs in the game, but won't kill at 70. That neutral air did catch jump. Lucina down to their final stock. And now looking to start one of those combos again. Off the straight neutral air. And that forward smash does catch the jump back up the ledge and will get the kill. However, St. Xavier does have a whole 3 stocks and Spring Arbor's 1. So it's going to be an uphill battle for Lucina here. Lucina's going to need to be really patient and not chase after pretty much anything, regardless of the character. It's an uphill battle for sure, but we'll have to see what the matchup is to be able to dictate what it looks like. As we can see, Bayonetta just capitalize on almost any stray hit into a 50-60% string. It's quite impressive.
Yes, that first combo into the 43%, very nice. Just like that, Bayo was able to get off those combos, those quick combos to gain percent easily and finish it off quickly.
For sure. Alright, looks like we're going to see Monkey on Diddy Kong again. Harking all the way back to the beginning of this set. Diddy Kong is going to be able to use that banana to get in, and Monkey Flip to be able to get in against Lucina's projectiles. Lucina's going to need to do a lot of air-to-air, a lot of spacing. I'm not going to be able to run in with these forward airs and back airs. Might have to fade away with them a little bit more, but this is winnable for Lucina. It is definitely possible, but it's going to take a lot of patience, a lot of reads. Diddy Kong to win is really just going to need to rack up percent. They've got 3 whole stocks to work with. Those banana down airs that we saw against Kiro in the very beginning are going to be a lot more effective against a character who doesn't have as strong a vertical recovery as Kiro does. And so Lucina's going to need to be really careful when recovering the ledge, especially with an up B that banana will snipe through. And so we'll have to see how Lucina plays. Going to need to be very wary when going off stage. It looks like we're going back to PS2 for what could be the final set of this match. Like we said, Lucina's going to need this SD 2 times to get down to their final stock. Diddy Kong will sit and wait. And here we go. Diddy Kong immediately plucking that banana. Monkey Flip is a command grab, does go through shield, so shield is going to be used. Diddy Kong starting the combo here, up throw. Catches the banana with a forward smash. Diddy Kong off stage. Lucina able to get some damage in off straight trades. Diddy Kong has banana again. Diddy Kong able to just sit behind this banana to just ward out any straight dash attacks or run-ins. Diddy Kong with all the offensive pressure. Whiffs on a grab. Lucina able to capitalize on it. Going for shield breaker. Diddy Kong looking for more combo options that could lead to Lucina being off stage. Box banana again. He's able to kill off this now, so Lucina's going to need to be very careful. Great up tilt to catch the monkey flip. Banana now in Lucina's hand. And now back in Diddy Kong's hand. And there's that banana disruption we were talking about, but Lucina is able to get back with an air dodge. Anything pulls up the set. Lucina now at 163%. And back throw does not quite finish it, even at 163. Goes for a down air. Then we get back to stage. Goes for a run up B, and that will get the kill. And so just like that, Diddy Kong is able to close out the set for St. Xavier. They take a 2-0 victory over Spring Arbor. Good play from both sides. There were a lot of electric moments. We were able to see a lot of good play between both of them. I think what made the difference was just Min able to capitalize on some of the early matchups in the second set, and Bayonetta just being able to close out really well and just get those consistent combos that we saw and just rack up percent and damage and just be able to finish out. And Spring Arbor just wasn't able to keep up with the consistent damage output.
True, the characters that we saw from Spring Arbor were, while they had their own very, very good options to choose from, Saint Xavier really just had the strategy and picks to overtake.
Indeed. Well, we thank you all for watching. And we hope you all have a great night and continue to follow on GLEC. Both of these teams have a few more matches to go, and so go cheer on your respective teams as they go throughout the rest of their seasons. And we'll see you next time.